Okay, the comments from the president are just the latest in a long list of racially incendiary remarks from Donald Trump. Here are just a few of his insensitive comments, many coming after he started his campaign for the nation's highest office. Back when he announced his candidacy, the day he announced his candidacy in 2015, he made inflammatory remarks about Mexican immigrants.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
All right. And of course, he was talking about Haiti. According to the New York Times, he complained that the 15,000 Haitian immigrants who received visas in 2017 all have AIDS. In that very same meeting, the Times reports, he said that once the 40,000 Nigerian immigrants given visas arrived in the U.S., they would never go back to their huts. The White House denies this report. During the presidential election, Donald Trump referred to a Gold Star mother, saying, "Look at his wife. She was standing there, just standing there. She had nothing to say. Maybe she wasn't allowed to have anything to say," implying that she was being silenced because of the family's Muslim faith. Candidate Trump also went after a U.S. district judge who presided over fraud allegations against Trump University, citing the judge's Mexican heritage.
We're building a wall. He's a Mexican. We're building a wall between here and Mexico. The answer is he is giving us very unfair rulings.
All right, at a White House ceremony very recently honoring Navajo code talkers, the president used a nickname for Senator Elizabeth Warren. Senator Elizabeth Warren that many people may have found offensive.
You were here long before any of us were here, although we have a representative in Congress who they say was here a long time ago. They call her Pocahontas.
All right. Early last year, he asked journalist White House correspondent April Ryan if she could help him set up a meeting with the Congressional Black Caucus.
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus and the Congressional
Well,
Hispanic
I would.
Caucus,
I tell you what. Do you want to set up the meeting? Do you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of yours?
Just a reporter.
No, set up the meeting.
I know some.
And during a presidential debate, he generalized the lives of minority communities.
African Americans, Hispanics are living in hell because it's so dangerous. You walk down the street, you get shot.
Allie, just one more time, how stunning it was that when an African-American female reporter asked the president about the Congressional Black Caucus, he looked at her.
Do you know them? Can you set up the meeting?
Do you know them? Assuming, because they're all black, why don't you set that meeting up?
Right. So
that takes your breath away.
And so many of these things do, which is why if there are some people who are still surprised at this, and there are many media outlets, particularly conservative media outlets today, saying, hey, this is no big deal. This is how people talk. Well, this is the president of the United States.
Allie, it's not just that. We've heard from conservative media outlets. We've heard from Republicans. Jim Renacci, who you and I have spoken to from the state of Ohio today, said, well, the president may be saying something that people think. Well, guess what? People might think things that are absolutely wrong.
Right.
And they may be base, ignorant beliefs. It doesn't mean you're a real American, but it does mean that the highest office in the land should be something we aspire to, should be what sets the bar. And you brought all of these points that have been brought up since the president was on the campaign trail. You didn't go beforehand. President Trump, the Central Park Five. Central Park, President Trump, birtherism. President Trump, lawsuits, housing lawsuits associated to discrimination in some of his real estate dealings. So this goes back so much further than that. So whether or not President Trump used this specific word, I'm not going to use it, is beside the point.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.